Hello everyone. My name is Trex, and today we are doing a review of Zack Snyder's Justice League, released in 2020 on HBO Max. This is Zack Snyder's original cut of the original Justice League. So some story time and some explanation. Also, I'm re-recording this video because when I recorded the other video, a lot of shit has happened in the DC world that I kind of feel like, okay, I want to discuss here. So, in 2017, Zack Snyder was supposed to do Justice League, which would have been the part 3 to Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and this. But due to tragic events that took place in his family, he had to lead the project. So, in comes Joss Whedon, and what do we get? We get a shitty superhero film. Snyder's Justice League is definitely the better version, without a doubt, but I do have a few issues. One that isn't his fault, which I will discuss about it, and how I may be too harsh on Snyder. So let's get the issues out of the way real quick. This movie is 4 hours long. This is why this review took so long, and it just took me a long time to really sit there. The first hour or so doesn't really take a break from action, which I know sounds silly, but there is something called too much action. Black Adam had this issue, the Transformers movies. After a while, you just kind of become numb to it. But luckily after that, it does introduce these characters, and it speeds up a lot from there. It's just that really, like, first hour or a few parts, it's hard to really get through it. Another issue that I noticed was the CGI. CGI is kind of shitty, being honest. At least like some green screen, like in the beginning and whatnot. Steppenwolf, when he like shows up after Superman goes evil, looked really damn bad. Don't know if that's like an issue with this being HBO Max only. Yeah, or something. Maybe the CGI had to be rushed or something. I don't know if there's like a reason for it. But also, if you don't like Snyder's style, you won't like this movie. I'm 50-50 on how I feel about Snyder's style. He likes yellow lightning a lot, sun that glows and like puts on full blast. But hey, you got a style, that's cool. I won't judge you. I like Snyder's style at some point. So it turns out funny enough, I just found out he recently directed Sucker Punch. And I was like, oh wait, I really love the style of Sucker Punch. Oh, Zack Snyder directed it. Okay, cool. I'm a Snyder fan, I guess. There's the movie is also 4x3, which I could make a big fuss about, but I didn't notice. This movie looks its worst when it comes to the underwater scenes. Especially, like, okay, for example, when Steppenwolf fights the Atlanteans, it's like, wow, I cannot tell what's going on. Let's talk about these characters. First of all, my one and only true love, Batman. I know this is Robert, what the fuck, he fell down, Robert Pattinson's Batman. I don't have a Ben Affleck figure, but, where was I? But this is a much better use of this character, in my opinion. They fixed him killing. He no longer kills in this movie. I'm not gonna get mad over the fact that he kills insects in this movie, since that's silly. Gotham is also a bit more explored. We get to see Commissioner Gordon, played by J.K. Simmons. And this version of Gordon kind of just seems done with it, man. I'm just done. He's tired. He's bored. He's dumb. And, which, hey, you know what? If I was talking and then mid-sentence Batman just fucking dipped, I was like, I would be done with it too. I've been dealing with this, like, for 20 years. Suit is fixed up a bit. We get an armored look, which I actually really like. Just remove the goggles, but the logo is thinned up a bit. I think this is one of the best Batman suits, honestly, because it's really the only suit that does the gray and all that. The other suits have just been black, but I'm glad we do that, and I hope we get a blue Batman suit with white eyes in this new Brave and the Bold stuff. That's why I wanted to redo this, because a lot of stuff came out. Wonder Woman, in my opinion, was handled much better in this film. She gets more time to shine and do stuff, whereas in Batman v Superman, she kind of just felt shoot in at the end. But Gal Gadot's acting, I don't know. Gal Gadot's just one of those actors who's like, I could do without. I also like the Flash here. I think Ezra is charming and goofy as the character. The introduction was pretty cool. Kind of, I like it when fast characters in movies. I like it when they play with those characters and just stop time and we see them kind of walk around like Quicksilver or Hammy from Over the Hedge. He does important things in this movie. He's not a complete like waste of a character. Everyone in this movie does stuff that contributes, and I like that. I'm fine with this Flash. I'm actually really excited for the Flash movie, but Ezra, I said glad Ezra's getting kicked out. They're talking about like, hey, listen, you can come back anytime you want. No, if you're gonna kick out him, you're gonna kick out Ben Affleck, you're gonna fucking kick out Ezra and Gal Gadot. I don't even know what Jason's up to. If he's gonna stay as Aquaman, if he's not. But yeah. So Ray Fisher did a good job as Cyborg. I really only know Cyborg from Teen Titans, so I'm not really sure how to feel about like this version of Cyborg. That's really just because of how I've experienced the characters, but you know, it makes sense. Second Awakening had a solo Cyborg movie, and as soon as I literally just got done writing that script in December, Ray Fisher was like, "Oh, James Gunn, you support Joss Whedon." It's like, you can stay the fuck out, man. You could stay out. Shoo. Jason Momoa is good as Aquaman. My enjoyment of the movie, however, did walk out as we got to Atlantis and we saw Mera. I had to grab the barf back. She doesn't do much. I just hate seeing Amber Heard's stupid face. But yeah, Jason Momoa, I like as Aquaman, and I also like him as a person. You know, Jason Momoa is pretty good. Then there's Henry Cavill as Superman. So yeah, when I was writing this, Henry Cavill was kicked out as Superman. But enough time has passed to where I can, where I've moved on, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna miss Henry Cavill, but hey, we're gonna get someone new. This is gonna be a new, fresh start. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. We don't see him too much of this film, but when he does show up, it's great. I don't mind the black suit. The face also looks better. So in the original Justice League, Henry Cavill couldn't shave his mustache because he was filming Mission Impossible. So they had to digitally remove his mustache, and it looked shit. It looks better here. I think they might have gone back and reshot his scenes, and you know, like actually like, hey Henry, but it looks better here. I like seeing more of Lois Lane and Martha, despite their small screen time presence, and Martian fucking Manhunter. Woo! Seeing Martian Manhunter in the hallway was cool, and seeing him at the end of the movie was hype as well. But sucks we won't see this version of Martian Manhunter anymore. The villains. Steppenwolf is so much better. He's an interesting villain. I like the Haas, despite the fact he doesn't really do much, and Darkseid. If there's one complaint about Darkseid I have, and again, I think this is where Snyder's style starts to really clash with this, it's a bit too dark. Superman, Wonder Woman, and other bright characters have desaturated suits. I don't like that. It reminds me of the early 2000s where it's like, okay, we can't do yellow and red. We can't do yellow and blue suits for the X-Men. Let's just put them in black leather and hope to God that works. I don't like that. In my opinion, DC is not, it's darker. It is a bit darker, yes, but there's also still a lot about DC where where it's like whimsical and fun and fantastical, you know? Wonder Woman's suit is more brown. I Wonder Woman, how her red suit would look, and I actually didn't even know that she does actually have a red suit in the DCEU. We got to see Cavill's bright suit in Black Adam, and I think we will see the Flash have a bright suit in the Flash movie. Just a small complaint. I wish we saw more of Darkseid, but it's obvious they were trying to save him for later films that never happen. The action in this film is great. It does the slow motion thing, but it's like every movie does that at this point. It's like, what are you gonna do? Now, multiple times I actually got up and started cheering, like when Aquaman joined or when Superman joined. And this is also the only time in the universe where he uses his freeze breath. You guys notice that? Never. I don't think he ever used his freeze breath in Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. Maybe I was just wasn't paying attention. The Flash running to separate the mother boxes, Justice League fighting off against Steppenwolf, it's hyped. The music in this movie, it's hit or miss. I like Snyder's music choices, and also Wonder Woman's theme fucking kicks. You know, all that shit. There's a scene at the end of this movie that I want to talk about, and I want to correct something real quick. Also, I want to talk about this. When I posted that Batman v Superman video, someone in my comments said, let me pull it up. If you're watching this, don't worry, I'm not gonna call you out. I just wanted to bring up a point. Where is it? Just wanted to bring up a point. The point of Batman in this movie is that he's a Batman who's been Batman for 20 years. A lot of Batman in the same sentence, and he lost his way. Okay. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't care. I don't want there to be a reason as to why Batman kills. I don't want there to be any of that. I just don't want Batman to kill, period. I don't want excuses. I don't want any of that to be made. If we're talking about the Batman, like the Bruce Wayne normal Batman, I don't want him to kill. Straight up. Now, that being said, Nightmare. We see other versions of the Justice League. Aquaman died, I think Wonder Woman died, and Deathstroke joined the Justice League after Superman went rogue. Interesting scene with the Joker. Paul Allen, Morbius himself, Jared Leto. I don't like this Joker still. I think he's still stupid. But it was better than whatever the hell Suicide Squad was. In fact, I actually have a little figure. Better than literally whatever the hell this shit was. So, here he feels more like the Joker, but his dialogue is dumb. I don't like his laugh. Joker here taunts Batman, and Batman threatens to kill him, which I don't like, but this scene, it's pretty cool. Joker was a bit here handled here, and I do think Batman threatening Joker, this is a different version of him. So, an apocalyptic version of Batman, in cases like this, Batman who lost his sense of moral can work. I think in that case, I think something like that works. It doesn't fix the fact that I don't like Batman killing in the last film. And again, a Batman who kills, it has to be like some messed up, like demented version. Batman who laughs, or like a different universe, or what if, or all that. You know, I think there's one glaring issue though. Joker taunts Batman and says that he won't kill him because if he did, because it will break his one rule. The issue with that line is that he already broke the rule in the last movie. So it's like, oh, you won't kill me. You won't kill me. You won't break your one rule. Bro, he did last movie. The fuck? If this version of the Batman did it, we don't know what Nightmare would have been. That's just what I'm saying. Is that Nightmare? The issue with this is that it kind of feels out of place. Like, what would Nightmare have led to? So yeah, he gunned down thugs. He blew up people. He didn't call the airstrike. My bad. He stabbed someone. He branded them like cows. Let me think. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm not also. So the thing I wanted to correct was Nightmare Batman shooting people. That's fine. That was a dream. It's a dream sequence, and I think it works. Something else we're gonna mention. I love the Nightmare suit. I think it's pretty cool. How far are we into this review? Holy shit, this is probably going to be my longest review yet. Let's get into this. Setup. Darkseid. Justice League going to fight him. Lex Luthor and Deathstroke making a deal. Nightmare. Martian Manhunter. Green Lantern was supposed to be in this realm. So much more. None of this will happen. Warner Brothers, listen. You could not like these movies. I'm still 50-50 with it. Half of the shit I say about Zack Snyder is really just like directed towards the fans. It's like, bro, fucking move on. It's done. We're done with it. But and also this new DC reboot. I have hope for Jen Gunn's new DC reboot. We got Superman Legacy, we got Swamp Thing, we got all these cool projects that it's like, I'm excited. And also he's like, hey, here's the comic book that inspired that. That's cool. Do that more. I love that. He reads the comics, which I'm glad. It's a nice fresh start, but it does suck that we won't see the follow-up to this. I want to see this Justice League fight Darkseid. I want to see Martian Manhunter join the Justice League, and I do want to see Deathstroke and Batman face off. I understand disliking the Snyderverse. I have mixed feelings out after seeing it. I still hate Snyder fans, but Snyder was indeed treated badly by Warner Brothers. Snyder, I do think, can make good films. I did like Sucker Punch. I think Man of Steel is great. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the Snyderverse is a masterpiece. And in that case, hashtag restore the... I'm kidding. I hate that hashtag. I still think it's just a bummer we won't see this version of the Justice League continue, but it's easier to swallow though knowing everything in the DCEU is going to be gone and restarted. What the fuck going on up there? It's a bad cinematic universe. I think they tried rushing it into Justice League. That's what they tried to do. They tried to rush into Justice League, which didn't work and kind of killed it. I think they should have probably had maybe a Flash and Aquaman movie happen before Batman v Superman, put Wonder Woman before, and kind of introduce Cyborg in Justice League. I think that's maybe what they could have done, but instead they just decided to rush into that. There are still a lot of positives. I think Shazam, who may or may not stay. I don't really mind if Zachary Levi stays or not. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Peacemaker, which those guys are staying for sure if Waller is connected. Which, hey, I don't mind, honestly. The Suicide Squad, it's pretty solo on its own. There's no other DC references except for the fact that Harley Quinn's like, oh yeah, my hyena died. But yeah, that one works on its own. Aquaman, there's still so much to enjoy from these films. I wouldn't be lying. I would be lying if I said I wouldn't miss what came out of these movies. But I would also be lying if I said rebooting wasn't a good idea. I'm excited for this new DC reboot, but I also did like the Snyderverse. Zack Snyder's Justice League was an improvement, and it does a better job at exploring its characters, fleshes out the story way more, and it sucks we won't be able to see more of this Justice League, but it's for the better. Justice League gets an A-. It would be a B-, but I don't have that shit set up. So, yeah. So, at the time of writing this, Avatar, Volume and movies out in December. I'm not wouldn't do reviews of those. I think the next movie review could be Ant-Man. Room tour is gonna happen. I'm gonna edit that and make it like cool, you know. So if you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and always stay cool.